All right. So before we move ahead with the session, anyone has any doubt? Anyone want to ask anything related to Fyers API? Sagar, Umang, Vidyasagar, Dilip, Abhi. Okay. So let me just continue with the session. So in our last session, we have completed the data API. In data API, what we have seen, if you go to the documentation, if you scroll down, you will find a section called data API. In that, they have four different API call. One is history. You can use this history function to fetch any type of historical data you want. Then we have quotes. So quotes give you real-time data of any instrument. Then we have market depth. In market depth, you will get the bid ask spread of the given instrument. Then we have option chain. This is helpful for option trading, right? So these are all the things we have seen. Yes, Abhi, you can get the recording from the school community itself. Now, today we will be discussing about order placement. Okay, so there are three sections you can see. There is, it starts from transaction info, then we have order placement guide, order placement, and other transaction. And if we have time, we'll see the margin calculator also. So these are the four things that I'm planning to cover today. Okay, so let's start with transaction info. Now, if you click on our transaction info, you'll find the theory like order fetches all the order placed by the user across all the platform and exchange. I think we have seen this function called order book. So if you call the order book function, it gives you the entire order of your account. Now we haven't discussed about the different parameters. So let me just discuss about this parameter. So first is ID. Now whenever you place any order, each order will be having a unique ID that is specified here. You don't have to specify by yourself. Wait, let me check. Client ID. Okay, so this is the client ID. You can see Fyers model in order book. Wait, let me check ID. This is client ID. Okay, so this is the client ID, that is the user's unique ID. Then we have exchange order ID. We have symbol. So these are the things that you'll get from the broker side. So once you call the order book function, you'll get a data frame. Right now, if I fetch for the data frame, it will be empty. If you go to my profile file, if you scroll down, you can see I'm calling this order book and I'm printing the order book. So I'm printing the order book, I'm printing the position, and I'm printing the trade book. So if I run this code, you'll see three data frame, but all the three data frame will be empty. Why? Because I have not placed any order or trade in this account. Okay, you can see these are the three data frame. All three of them are empty. Now today, if I place any order, you'll see some changes in the order book. You'll see some orders in the order book if I place any trade. Okay. Now, there are few things that you need to know in this. We have symbol, we have quantity, how much quantity you have bought, remaining quantity. Now, let's say you have placed an order. The order is not filled completely. Okay, you have placed 100 quantity, only 50 quantity is filled. So you'll see the remaining quantity also. Then we have filled quantity, how much quantity is filled. So let's say 50 got filled, 50 is unfilled. So here you'll see 50, here you'll see the other 50. Now this status is quite important. Okay. Now what is the status? Now whenever you place an order, right? So first it goes to the broker. Broker confirms the order. Then it sends the order to the exchange. Okay. Now once you get the buyer at the desired price, your order gets filled and you get the response from the exchange. Like the broker will get the response from the exchange and broker will give us that information. Now there are different stages of the order. The first, you can see these are the different status. So you can call it status. So first is cancelled. If you see state 1, it means the order got cancelled for some reason. There are multiple reasons. Let's say you don't have enough balance, or you have the data that you have specified for placing an order is wrong. The reason can be anything. Your order might get cancelled. Then 2, if you see 2, it means the order got filled. It has sent the order to the exchange, exchange received the order, exchange filled the order. Now you have got the response that your order gets filled. So filled or traded means you have got your stock into your portfolio. Okay. So whenever you see you get 2, it means the order got filled and the stock is in your portfolio. Then 3, not used currently. Okay. Then we have 4. 4 is what? Transit. Transit means you have sent the order, but the order is not filled yet. It might get filled at any second. Then we have rejected. Now exchange rejected or the broker rejected your order. Then pending. Okay. Then we have expired. And okay, if I click on view detail, maybe I'll find some more description somewhere. Let me see if I find anything anywhere. If I scroll down, if I go to appendix, I don't have anything much, but yeah, it's fine. I might find something here. Okay, I don't know where you can find more information, but these are the different stages of the order. Okay, now what is more important? Usually, this two is important. We need to know if order is filled or not. This four is also important, transit, and pending is also important. Okay, then all of them are important, but the most important is two, because we need to know if the order get filled or not. So we need to check the status. If status is 2, it means the order got filled. If it didn't get filled, then you might have to do something. You might have to modify the order or cancel the order depending on the algo, right? And then segment. So there are 4 segment that is supported by Fyers right now. One is equity segment, we have FNO segment, we have currency segment, we have commodity segment. Then type. Now there are 4 order type. There is limit order, we have market order, we have stop order, and we have stop limit order. Okay, we'll come to this in few minutes. Then we have side, if it's buy or sell. Then we have order validity. So there are 2 order validity, one is day and one is IOC. Then order date time, when you have placed the order. Then parent ID. Now if you place cover order or bracket order, you'll be having a parent ID. Then traded price, at what price your order got filled. Source from where you have placed the order. Then FY token. These are not that important actually. uh, okay, these are not that important. So if you ask me what are the important parameter in this order book, this status is important. Then segment is slightly important. Type is very important. Okay, status is important. Type is important. Side is extremely important. Validity is also important. And yeah, these are the most important one. Other might be useful in some situation. Okay, so maybe I'll run this function again once I place some order. So if I scroll down, you'll see order filter by order tag. So we can also give a tag to our order that we place. Then position, we will look into this later. Trades. See, there are 3 things. One is order, one is position, one is trade. What is the difference between them? Order is when you place an order. Once the order gets filled, you'll see that instrument in the position. And once the order is accepted by the exchange, so that becomes a trade. So once the order gets filled, that order will also be visible in the trade section. Okay, so in trades, you'll only see the orders which got filled. Okay, then if you scroll down, order placement guide. So I will spend some time on this, on the order placement guide today, because this is slightly important. So there are 4 order type they have given. So first is limit order, then we have market order, then we have stop order, and then we have stop limit order. Let's try to understand the difference between them. So for few of you, this is something you might already know. This will be helpful for someone who is not that used to trading, who is doing trading for the first time. For them, this will be helpful. Okay, so I'll quickly cover it. It's not, I'm assuming that most of you already know this, so I'm not going to take much time on this. So there are 4 order type. First is market order. So when you say market order, if you place an order, it means that you want to get filled instantly. You don't care at what price you get filled, you just want to get filled instantly. Let's say the market is trading at 100 right now and you place a market order. It means you might get fill at 99, you might get fill at 98, you might get fill at 101, you might get fill at 100. At any price you might get fill. Depends on a lot of aspect, but that is what a market order is. Okay, so in market order you don't have to worry about not getting filled, right? So this is the first thing. Then the second is limit order. Now limit order is what most of the traders will use. uh, what do we do in limit order? In limit order we specify a price, and at that price only we want to get filled. Let's say the market is trading at 100, okay, and you want to buy that particular instrument, okay. So as a buyer, you want the cheaper price. So what you'll do, you'll place a limit order at 98. Now the market is trading at 100, you have placed the order at 98. So your order will be pending. Your order will not get filled. Why? Because market is 100 and your is 98. So the moment market reaches 98, only then your order will get filled. So when you place a limit order, it means you'll either get the price that you have specified or you'll get a better price. Okay, whenever you want the price, when the price is more important to you, the fill price is more important to you, in that case, you place a limit order. Okay, then we have stop. So there are two things in stop loss order. There are two type of order. Uh, one is simple stop order and one is stop limit order. Now both the order, stop order and stop limit order, they are risk related order. It means you place this order once you have taken the position. Let's say you have bought 100 stocks of some instrument at 100. Now you don't want to lose more than 5 rupee on that instrument. Okay, so you have filled price of 100, and you don't want to lose more than 5 rupees, so you'll place a stop order at 95. Okay, now there are two orders, one is stop market order and one is stop limit order. So let's understand about stop market order first. So when I say stop market, it means if the market is let's say you already have the position at 100, so you will place a stop order at 95. Okay, let's say you have placed a stop market order. So what will happen if the market goes down? The moment it reaches 95, this stop market order will be converted to a market order. Okay, and you will get filled at any price at that instance. Now it might happen that when the price reached 95, it might go down more, it might come back again. So there is no guarantee that your price, the fill price will be 95. It might be 94, it might be 93, it might be 96, it might be 97. This is what a stop market order is. Okay. Now some people don't want this. They want to get filled at 95 only. So what you will do, instead of placing a stop market order, you will place a stop limit order. Stop limit order. So in stop limit, what will happen? Let's say the market is at 100 and you have placed the stop limit at 95. So if your price reaches 95, your stop order will be converted to a limit order. So as you know, when the order is limit order, it means you'll either get the price that you want or you'll get a better price. So you'll always get better than 95. Okay. So these are the four types of order. Anyone want me to explain anything again, or anything that you have doubt in this, the types of order? Okay. So we'll come to how to place the order also in few minutes, but let me just go through all the things that they have. Then they have product type. Okay. So you can read more about it. They have specified here. Let me see if there is anything important. So limit order. So you have to specify type 1. A limit order allows you to buy or sell an asset at a specific price or a better. It will only be executed at the specified price or lower for a buy order, and at the specified price or higher for a sell order. Market order, easy. A stop order is designed to limit losses on a position. It becomes a market order when the stop price is reached. This is what a stop order is. Uh, Few more things. The stop price is a trigger price at which the market order will be placed. The stop price must not be higher than the last traded price. So this is some limitation that we have, which I'll show you when I'll place the order. Then stop limit order. A stop limit order combines the feature of a stop order and a limit order. It triggers a limit order once the stop price is reached. The stop price must not be higher than the last traded price. This point is important. Stop price must not be higher than the LTP for a sell order and not lower than the LTP for the buy order. I'll show you in few minutes what do I mean by this. The stop price must be lower than the limit price for a buy order and higher than the limit price for a sell order. These are the order type. Then if you scroll down, you have product type. Now order type is different and product type is different. So they have four different type of product type. So first is intraday. Intraday means used to place an order which will be bought and sold the same day. Order type can be anything, market, limit, stop order. So if you want your order to be uh, intraday, okay, you want it to be executed or filled at that day itself. So you'll place a intraday order. Then you have CNC order, used to place orders only in stocks which will be carried forward. So if you want to carry forward your position for more than one day, you will place a CNC order. Order type can be anything. Then we have margin order, used to place order in derivative contract which will be carry forward. Order type can be anything. So if you are utilizing margin, in that case you have to place a margin order. Then we have cover order. Now cover order is quite interesting. Now what is a cover order? Let me explain that first. So you can consider it like, you can call it order type only, but let me just explain you. First we have cover order. So in cover order, we place two order at the same time. Okay. Stop loss is a mandatory input. Stop loss price is given in points denominated. For the above example, stop loss value can be float. Let's say you don't provide, the order type can either be validity is day, disclosed quantity should be 0. Okay, I'll just explain you. Now in cover order, what we do, we place two order which are connected to each other. Okay, the first order can be market or a limit order. Let's say the first is market order, and the second order will be a stop loss order. Let's say the market is trading at 100. So you place the market order, so you got a fill at 100. So the moment you get fill, at that time, your another order will be activated, that is stop loss order. So you don't have to place two different order for this. You can place a single order. That single order will contain two legs. We call it legs. First leg will be taking the position. The other leg will be the stop loss order. Now the good thing about this combination of order is that both of them are connected. If you close the position, automatically the cover order stop loss will be closed. If you cancel the order, automatically the stop loss order will also be cancelled. Okay, this is the good thing. When you place two different, now see, you can do one thing. If you don't want to place the cover order, you can place two different order. One will be market order, one will be stop order, but they won't be connected. If your position gets closed, so your stop order will remain as it is. Right? You want a situation where if your position gets closed, so you want your stop order to be cancelled too. If this is your requirement, so it's better to place a cover order. Now in cover order, both the orders are connected. If one get cancelled, the other also get cancelled. If one get full, the other automatically gets cancelled. Okay. So this is a type of order which has a predefined risk. You know that you are going to lose 5 point in this. So you'll place a market order and you'll have a stop loss of 5%. Now similar to cover order, we also have bracket order. Now in bracket order, we have 3 orders. One will be your position taking order. This can be limit or market. Let's say this is market. Then there will be another leg. We call it take profit leg. This will be limit order. And then we have stop loss. This will be stop order leg. So 3 orders will be placed at the same time. Let's say you took position at 100 and you know that the maximum profit you want to take is 105 and the maximum loss you can take is 95. So you'll place a bracket order. Now the good thing about bracket order is all 3 of them are connected. If your price reaches 105, automatically the stop loss order will be cancelled. If your price reaches below 95, automatically the take profit will be cancelled. This is the beauty of a bracket order, or since all 3 of them are connected. If your order gets filled, either due to take profit or due to stop loss, the other order automatically gets cancelled. Now, if you place 3 different orders separately, you won't be having this feature. You have to code it by yourself. You have to code it in such a way so that if the order gets cancelled, then you should cancel the other orders too. This you have to code if you don't use the bracket order. Okay, so there are a few rules you need to remember when you are placing the bracket order. So for both, for cover order also these are the rules, for bracket also these are the rules. So you can, I'll just read the rules. Stop loss is mandatory, take profit is mandatory. The stop loss and take profit are denominated in rupee above and below the trade price. Let's say the SBI LTP is 300. So the user can give the target of rupees 10 and the stop loss of 5. So you have to give the difference. So the take profit will be 10 and the profit will be 5. Order type can either be market, limit, stop, anything. Validity should be day. Disclosed quantity should be 0. Now they just added another feature called order tag. So when you're placing an order, you can also give some tag to your order so that you can keep track of it later if you want. Okay. So if you want to place an order, you have to go to the order placement guide. So there are different types of order. One is single order, multi-order, multi-leg order. So let me first show you single order. So I'll show you all the types. So if you want to place an order, you have to go to Python, and they have given a basic script. This is the script that you have to use to place an order. So what I'll do, I'll go to VS Code. Let's make a new file. Let's call it 4 underscore orders dot ipynb. So for orders, I'm creating a Jupyter file. This will be easier for me to represent. So what's the first thing we need? First thing is we need our credentials. So I'll just copy this and I'll paste it here. So no matter which file you make, this is the first thing you need. You need your client ID, you need your secret key, you need your access token. How to get this? I've already discussed in our previous session. Now I already have a file ready for us. So I'll place all the order and show you. The first is market order. Okay, let's see how we can place a market order. So I'll write a markdown market order. So if you go to Fyers.in, just click on product, click on Fyers web, access Fyers web. So this is how their trading platform looks like. So you can either manually place the order or you can place the order by using API. It's important to understand how to place manually first if you're new, because until and unless you understand how manual works, you cannot go to algo, right? So let's say I want to place a market order on ONGC. Okay, so I'll go to the ticker ONGC. Now let's say I want to buy and sell. I want to buy, so I'll click on buy and I'll click on market price. And you can see there are different options. There is intraday, there is overnight, there is GTT. So I want intraday. It means I want to open the position and close the position on the same day itself. Now, right now the market is closed. I can place the order, but you'll see the order will not get filled. Okay, see, I'll just click on buy one quantity. I've placed and you see order got rejected. So if you click on order, so see there are different sections. There is position section, there is order section. So I'll just maximize my order section. And if I click on order, so you can see all. If I click on working, there is no working order. Inactive also there is none. If I click on cancel, there is none. Rejected, there is one. This order got rejected. And what was the reason? You can see the reason is trade orders are not allowed after the intraday square off. This type of order I cannot place when the market is closed. That's what the error is saying. So I'll try to place the same order, but you will see I'll see the same error again. Okay, but one thing happened. The moment I place this order, now I have some orders. I have one order which is rejected. And if I scroll right, you'll also see the tag. Okay, I'll show you later. So let me just place the same order, but by using API now. I'll just copy this code, paste it. So what I've done, I've copied this dictionary from the documentation. If you go to the documentation, you see they have given this dictionary, right? So let's understand the dictionary a bit. So this is the dictionary and these are the different parameters. The first parameter is symbol. So first you have to specify the symbol. Let's say I want to place a market order on Hathway. So this will be the symbol for Hathway. Then quantity is 1. Then type. This type, you have to read the documentation. You can see the third argument is type, and type I want to place a market order. So type should be 2. So here I've specified 2. Side is 1. What is the side? So if you want to buy, you have to write 1. If you want to sell, you have to write -1. So if the side is 1, it means I want to buy. Then product type is intraday. So you can see I want this to be intraday, so I specified intraday. Then limit price, stop price will be 0 because it's a market order. Validity. If you scroll down, validity, there are two type of validity. One is immediate or cancel, or one is valid till the end of the day. So I want this to be valid till end of the day, so I've specified day. Validity should be day. Then stop loss and take profit. This You have to write for cover order and bracket order. Then offline order is equal to false. I don't know what is this offline order. False when the market is open, true when placing EMO order. I'm not that sure about this. You can research about it. Then disclose quantity is 0. Okay. Now, once I have uh, imported my credential, I need to make the Fyers object, right? So I'll just copy the code from here. So this is how we create a Fyers model object. Add a code and paste it. So is async, I'll write it as false for now. If you want to write asynchronous code, in that case, you might have to do it true. So I'll run this. I've created a Fyers object. Now, if I run this cell, you'll see that a new order will be placed. How will I know? I'll see a new order here. And this order will be on Hathway. So see, if I run the code, it will show me some error. You see error code -99. And if I come here, there is a Hathway order also. This was also a market order. Now, what is the reason? The same reason they are giving us. Disallowed after the system square off. Okay. This order would have executed if I run the same code in the market hours. Now, I don't have enough money. Otherwise, I would have shown you by placing a trade on the MCX stocks. But for MCX stock, you need a little bit too much money. So I haven't funded it yet. So you can do it in the normal market hours. Now let's place a limit order. Limit order. Now, if you want to use the code, you can directly copy the code from here. Okay, copy the code and use it in your strategy. You don't have to write the entire code again. I'm giving you a lot of templates. You just need to copy and paste and design your strategy. Okay. Now, before market order, you can also place a CNC order. So here, the order validity was day. Now I've changed this order validity, not order validity, product type. So here product type was intraday, and here the product type is CNC. Now what is the difference? Now when you place an intraday order, the order will be squared off by the end of the day. Whereas if your order type is CNC, it means you want to carry forward this order. Okay. Now keep in mind that if you're shorting, that is if you're selling the stock, you can do intraday. You cannot carry forward your short position in Indian market. Okay, if you run the same code in US market, you can carry forward your short position, but in India, you cannot do that. Okay, so if you are doing CNC, if you do side as -1, it will not work. So I'll just show you. I'll just copy this. Okay, I need to add CNC order. So I'll write CNC order, run the cell, paste. Everything is same. The only difference is product type. I'll run it again. Now I want you to see the difference. This is, you see product type, this is intraday, this is CNC. Quantity is same, everything is same. Order ID would also be same, different, but the product type is also different. Now limit order, let's place a limit order now. So all the things are same, symbol is same, quantity is also same, the type is different. Now how do I know I have to change type? By documentation. You can see if you want to place a limit order, you have to write limit as 1. So I have placed limit as 1. Then side I want to buy, so I have written 1 again. So if you want to buy, you have to write 1. If you want to sell, you have to write -1. Then intraday, then you have to specify limit price. If you are placing a limit order, that is if your type is 1, only then you have to specify limit price, otherwise you don't. Okay, you can see limit price, you can read this, default is 0, provide a valid price for limit and a stop limit order. So for limit and stop limit order, you have to specify the limit price, otherwise you don't have to specify the limit price. And the other parameters are the same. Stop price is 0, validity is day, disclose quantity is 0, offline order tag is 1. So if I run this cell, let's run this cell. So I need to look at what is the current price of Yes Bank. Current price of Yes Bank is 21, and I'm placing a buy order at 20. Okay, so let's run the code. You can see it is showing code -99. MIS orders are not allowed after system square off. So again, it is throwing a same error. same. But you see the difference here, intraday, there is a limit price now. You cannot see the limit price in the market order. You can only see the limit price in the limit order. Okay. So this is how you place a limit order. Now let's take a look at stop order. Now there are two stop order. One is stop order market and one is stop limit order. Okay. First I'll show you stop order market. How does it look and how the code is different. So when you're placing a stop order market, so type will be 3. You can look at the documentation. When you write type equal to 3, it means it is stop order stop market limit order. Then limit price is 0. Stop price you have to specify. Stop price I want it to be 22. Now keep in mind, we place the stop order or stop limit order once you take the position. Okay. Then order validity is day and other things are same. So if I run this code, again I'll see the same error. Order is not disallowed. Okay. Now we can do one thing. Okay, I'll do that later. I'll show you on some MCX stock because it is still active. So I can show you how the order looks like in that situation. But the order might get cancelled because I don't have enough margin. Okay, we'll see. We'll try to place the order. Then we have stop limit order. So I'll copy this. Now, what is the difference in stop market order and stop limit order? In stop limit order, type is 4. Okay, and I have specified both limit price and stop price. Okay, here in case of stop market order, type is 3 and I've only specified stop price. Okay, now one thing you should remember, that limit price should be less than stop price if it's a sell order. Okay, I'll repeat, if you're placing a stop loss order, in that case limit price should be less than the stop price. This is one point you need to remember. If you change this, if you write limit price as 23 and this as 22, it will not work. So if I run the code, it will again throw an error, the same error, orders are disallowed. But if you run the same code in the live market, you should see some orders getting reflected in the order book. Okay, any doubt in stop market order and stop limit order, anyone? Okay, now let's take a look at cover order. How do you place a cover order? Now for cover order, the symbol is ONGC. You can see it is EQ. Quantity I want 1, order type is 2. Now when you write order type equal to 2, what it means? Order type 2 means it's a market order. Okay, then we have side is 1, so it means the main order will be 1, and then product type is CO. Okay, product I have changed to CO. CO means cover order. Now the moment you write CO, you have to specify this stop loss. Okay, now this limit price and stop price will remain 0. Why? Because my order type is 2. See, these two things you'll only change if the order type is, this type is 1, 3 or 4. This limit price and stop price you'll only specify if my market, if the type is 1, 3 and 4. Otherwise, you'll not write anything here. Now this stop loss, you'll only write in cover order. In cover order, you have to specify stop loss. So when you write 3, what it means? It means if the current price is 100, so I want to get fill at 100 and my stop loss will be 100 minus 3, that is 97. Okay, so you have to write it in points. If you write 3, it will be minus 3 rupee. Rest all the things are same. I'll repeat again, when my product type is CO, that is cover order, you have to specify the stop loss. If you write stop loss 5, it means if the current price is 5, the stop loss will be 95. If the current price is 200, and if you write 5, it means what? It will be 195. Okay. If you are not sure about this, you can read the documentation. If you scroll up, you have to go to cover order. You see, this is the cover order. So stop loss is a mandatory input. Stop loss price is given in points denominated. Let's say the LTP is 300. For the above example, you want to buy CO. If you want to put stop loss at 298, then you have to pass the stop loss value as 2. Difference between LTP and the desired stop loss. Now in some broker, we specify percentage. Okay. Let's see if they have that feature here. Stop loss value can be a float, but should be multiple of 0.05. So if you specify, let's say 2.3789, in that case, it will throw an error, because whatever stop loss you're specifying, it should be multiple of this number. Otherwise, it will throw an error. Now, let's say you don't provide a stop loss value as a multiple of this. You can find the error this. You will find this error if you make this wrong. The order type can either be market or limit. If the market order, then the stop loss price should not be higher than the LTP. Now imagine the current price is 100 and you want to place a stop loss at 95. Current market price is 100. You cannot place the stop loss above the LTP, that is above 100. You cannot place a stop loss at let's say 102. That is not allowed. If you do this, it will throw an error. The same is true for the sell order. Validity should be day. Yeah, so these are all the things. You can just read it 2-3 times. If you're not clear, you'll come to know what do they mean. If you're doing this for the first time, this will be difficult. If you're used to it, it's not that difficult. So if I run this code again, it will throw the same error. You see, for all the orders, it is showing me the same error. Then the last one is bracket order. Copy this. Copy and paste. Now I want to place a bracket order at NTPC. Now my order type is 2. Now when your order type is 2, what it means? 2 means it's a market order. So the position taking order will be market order. So the moment I place this order, instantly my order will get filled. Side is 1, it means I want to buy. So if you want to buy, then product type is BO. BO means bracket order. Now these two, you don't have to specify anything. You just have to specify stop loss and take profit. So when I write stop loss 5, it means if I am taking position at 100, my stop loss should be 95. And if my take profit is 5, it means my take profit will be 105. Okay, you just have to specify these two parameters, stop loss and take profit, if your product type is BO. If I run this code, it will simply throw an error again. Now, bracket order with a limit price. Now, let's say your main order, the position taking order, you want it to be a limit price. So this is how you can do it. I'll just copy this. Now notice in this example, my type was 2. When I write type 2, it means the position taking order will be market order. But here, I want the position taking order to be the limit order. So my code will change slightly. So this is the new code. My product type is BO, it means bracket order. Now type is 1. Now notice when you type is 1, it means it's a limit order. And when it's a limit order, you have to specify the limit price. So I have specified the limit price. Let's say the current price is, let's say 340. Okay, current price of NTPC is, let's say 340. And I don't want to fill my order instantly. So I've placed a buy order at 335. So when I place the order, it will not get instantly filled. It will wait till the price reaches the desired price, desired trigger level, that is 335. And once this trigger price reaches, then it will place a stop order and a take profit order. And keep in mind that when I say bracket order, it means all the 3 orders are connected. If any one of the order gets filled, the other order automatically gets cancelled. If I run this code again, it will throw the same error. But yeah, this is how you place the bracket order. Now let's say you have placed an order and you want to modify that order. Okay, so whenever you place any order, if you look at the response, see, if I read this response, even in this response they are giving me ID. So whenever you place any order, each order has a unique ID. Whether it gets filled, whether it gets cancelled, whatever happens with the order, there is always a unique ID. Now this unique ID you can use to cancel or modify that order. Now keep in mind that you can only cancel the order if the order is not filled. If the order gets filled, it means you have already got the stock in your position. You can no longer cancel that order because it's already filled. You can only cancel the order if the order is pending or is in transmit. Right? So we need to store this ID somewhere. So I have an example here for modifying an order. Copy and I'll paste. So first thing is you need an order ID. Once you have the order ID, you need to make a dictionary where you have to specify the order ID, and then you have to specify three things. One is type, one is limit price, and one is quantity. So I want to change the limit price. I've placed the limit order. Let's say the price is 100 and I've placed the limit order at 95. Now the limit order is not getting filled. So what I'll do, I'll change this 95 to 98, hoping that my order will get filled early. If it's still not getting filled, I'll again move it to closer to the current price. That is, I'll move it to maybe 99. Okay. So to do this, you need to modify the order. To modify the order, you need the order ID. Once you have the order ID, you have to specify the type. Type 1 means it's a limit order. And then you have to specify the new price and the new quantity. Okay. Here, I have placed the order at limit at 335. Now I want to change it to 332. So this is how I'll do it. You create this dictionary and then you call Fyers.modify order function and then just send this data. Okay. So if I run this code, again, it will throw an error. Okay. So the error is slightly different. Now it is saying invalid order ID because there is no order ID with this. But I can write this order ID, but still this order will also not be modified because the order is not active. The order got cancelled. If the order got cancelled, then you cannot do this. So you can see not a pending order. So you can only modify the order if the order is pending. See, when I say pending order, what it means? It means that the order is active and it can get filled anytime. The moment the price reaches the desired trigger level, the order will get filled. So that's what a pending state is. So the message is also the same. It is saying not a pending order. So you can only modify an order if it's pending. Otherwise, you cannot modify the order. Okay. Now, similar to modify, if you want to cancel the order. So this is the code to cancel the order. Now to cancel the order also you need the same thing. That is, you need the order ID. Now this is the order ID for a bracket order. This is how the order ID looks like for a bracket order. So I've taken the ID of bracket order and then I'm just calling Fyers.cancel order function. So this cancel order function, if I run, it will simply cancel this bracket order. And you know that if I cancel the bracket order, the take profit and the stop loss order leg will also be cancelled. So both the code I have taken from the documentation itself. So if you scroll down, you have other transaction. If you click on other transaction, they have modify order. They have modify multiple orders. So you have the liberty to modify more than one order. Cancel single order, cancel multi order. Now recently they also added few extra functions like exit position. Okay, so exit position you can use if you want to close a particular position of some stock, and you can also close the position by using ID. Okay, right now the market is closed, so I cannot show you, but you can explore this. I think I've covered everything. I've covered order placement guide. I've covered the other transaction. I've covered all the orders. Now they do have an option to place multi-order. This is something they added recently. Where is it? Single order, multi-leg order. Now, multi-leg order, this allows user to place multi-leg order on NSE via Fyers as per exchange mandate. While selecting symbol, please check if stream key is the symbol. So this is more helpful for options in future. Okay, where you have multiple legs. Maybe you are placing a straddle. So in that case, you'll have two legs. One leg will be the call leg, one leg will be the put leg. Okay, so you can explore it. You just need to copy this, maybe try running it and see how it works. I haven't tried it yet, but yeah, they do have an option for multi-leg order also. Now, one last thing I'll show you before I end the session, that is this margin. Okay, if you click on margin, now margin is again useful for options usually, most of the time. Now, if you click on margin, you'll see they didn't provide any Python code for some reason. For all the other section, they have provided the Python code. But for margin, if you scroll down and up, you will not find any Python code here. Okay, so just for this, I'm going to show you how do you write a Python code if they don't provide you any Python script. What it means, if they are not providing Python code, what it means that the library that they have created, the Fyers model library, this library that we are using, Fyers API 3, in that, in the in the Python wrapper library, they haven't coded this section yet. It might be in their pipeline, but for some reason it's not complete yet. But does that mean you cannot use it? No, you can still use it. Okay, so I'll show you how to do this. How can you calculate the margin for a particular stock? Let's say you want to maybe place a straddle. So before placing the straddle, you might want to know how much capital is required. And you might want to check if you have enough capital to place the straddle or not. If you don't, maybe you'll not place the order, right? Maybe you just want to use 50% of your capital. So first you'll calculate what is 50% of your capital, and then you'll calculate how much margin is required to place this trade. And then you'll check, is this margin less than my capital? Yes, then I will place the order. Otherwise, I'll maybe cancel the order, or I'll notify the user that you don't have enough money. And it's something I'll do. Right now, how to do this? So I've created a file called margin. Okay, so I'll just make the same file here. I'll name the file as 5 underscore margin dot py, and I'll just copy this code. So in this file, first thing is we need the same thing. So I'll just copy the same code from here, copy and paste. Okay, I copied the same code that I have. Then I created the Fyers model. Okay, we need to create a model, Fyers model object. The same thing we created here. I'll just copy this and paste it here. It's the same thing. Nothing is different. Now you'll specify the two option. Okay, two option. I'm going to show you for option because this is mostly used in case of option. So let's get two options. Okay, now to get two options, I need to go to their terminal. What we can do, maybe let's try for some bank nifty option. Then if it doesn't work, I'll try for gold few options. Okay, so I'll just click on bank nifty. I'll do a right click. I'll click on option chain. So I want to, let's say, place a straddle, sell a straddle at 51,800. Okay, so I'll just click on this graph, 51,800 graph. This is call. So this is, if I do a right click, this is the symbol name, NSE Bank Nifty 24009518000C. So I need to copy this. Okay, so let's copy it here. Bank Nifty. Then I need to write 240 24 O. O means October, by the way. Then we have 095. 095. Then we have 1800. 1800. Then we have C. Now, maybe if I ever discuss about the option strategy, I'll go into this more in more detail. How do we get this on our own? We don't have to manually write it, because manually writing it will not make it automated. So we need some way to get it from the API itself. So there is a way to do this. Maybe I'll discuss it some other day. Similarly, I want to do it for P. So I'll just copy the same thing. I'll paste it here. And I'll just change this to P. Okay, so now I have the call option and the put option. Now, if I want to buy a call option, okay, this is the call option. If I want to buy this, if I click on buy, you see it is showing me margin required. This is the amount of money I want, 8,264. And available is this. This is how much money I have. This is the money I need to buy 15 lot. But if I click on sell, now this will change. Required margin is 1,34,190. Now, how do I get this? This information is crucial for option trading. If you don't get this, it's like you'll miss an important part, right? So this is what I want to know. If I buy, it should give me 8269, but if I sell, it should give me 134190. And I have to do this by using their API, which is this. This is what they have given. So I need to use this section. How to do this? So I've created a function. The function name is get span margin. This span margin will take two things. One is API key and one is secret key. So API key is this client ID and this secret key is this secret key. Okay. Now let's go inside the function. Then I have made a URL. Now this URL I got from here itself. So you see here they have specified the URL HTTP T data. Somewhere they have specified the URL. This is span margin. See, they have specified the URL. So this URL I copied here. Then the header. Now header has two things. One is authorization and one is content type. So this again I copied from here. So there is a header, there is authorization. This is the authorization. And then there is a header. This is the header. So I created a dictionary. One is authorization. Authorization contain two things. One is API key and one is access token, which I already have. And content type will be application JSON. Now this I directly copied from here. If you see, application type is slash JSON. Application slash JSON. Here you can see application slash JSON. I directly copy pasted it. Okay, this was the header and this is the data. So first I'll show you for call and then I'll show you for both call and put. So I've created a data variable, which is a dictionary. Okay. In this dictionary, the key is data. Okay. The key is data. And then I've made a list. In this list, there are two dictionaries. This is the first dictionary and this is the second dictionary. Now in the first dictionary, I've specified the call option. So this is the call option, right? And then quantity. What should be the quantity of Bank Nifty? See here, the minimum quantity is 15. So I need to change this. Quantities I want 15. Now let's say I want to buy. So I'll keep it 1. I'll show you for sell. This needs to be changed to -1. If you want to buy, you'll write 1. Order type is market. Let's say I want to place a market order. So type is 2. Then it is intraday. Then these two I have not, you don't have to specify. Okay. I'll repeat again. Inside the data, I've created a list. Inside the list, I've created a dictionary where I have a symbol, I have quantity, I have side, I have type, everything. I'll just comment the other code. This code I'll just comment for now. And then you need to import the request library also. Okay. So in order to do this, you need to import request library. Import request. I already have it. If you don't have it, you need to install. You have to write pip install request. Now using this request library, I'm going to call the post function where I'll specify the URL, header and the data. So three things I have. See, I have URL, I have header and I have this data. So these three things you need to send inside this post function. Now whatever response you get, if the response has the code 200, it means it was successful. So I'll convert this into JSON and I'll return that JSON. If no, I'll throw the error, whatever the error it gives me. Okay. Now I'll call the function get span margin. I'll send the client ID and secret key and I'll just print the result. Okay. And after printing, let's take a look at this result for now. Okay. I'll just run the code. Like the market is closed, so I might or might not get some value. Actually, it's not giving me anything. Maybe because the market is closed, that's the reason. It is giving me LTP info. It is saying 540. Is it 540? Yeah, it is 540. So it's not giving me much information because maybe the market is closed. That's why. But yeah, you do get the data. So let's do one thing. Let's take an example of the market that is open, that is gold, MCX. Okay. So I'll just click on option chain. We don't have enough liquidity here. Mm, October 4, right? Okay, no problem. So we'll go for this 75,000. Okay, I'll just click on this. This is what I want to buy. If I click on buy, uh, quantity is 1 by the way, and I need this much money, 2 lakh 12,000, I guess. If I click on sell, I need 8 lakh. Okay, if I buy, I need 2 lakh, and if I sell, I need 8 lakh. This is what I want. In order to get this, I need to get the ticker name. So this is the ticker name, MCX Gold 24. So let's write it down. Okay, so I'll change this, MCX colon gold, then 24 November. Wait, November? October. Yeah, November is also fine. 24 November. Then we have 75,000. 7530 zeros and then CE. This is my call option. Okay, I'll run the same code again. Let's see what happens now. Okay, I forgot to specify the quantity. Here I specified quantity is equal to 15. I'll change this quantity to 1 for now. Call option. It is saying LTP info 2000. For some reason, it is not working right now. But you can try this in the live market. Just specify the call option name and the put option name, and then change this. Okay, change this call option, then change the quantity, change the side if you want to buy, if you want to sell, and then it will give you all the things. See, right now we are getting the value, but it is showing me 0 right now. Is it is showing me span is 0, exposure is 0, total is 0. So here you get the actual value. How much margin is required if you want to place this trade. If I do side -1 and if I run the code, yeah. So see, when you buy, they don't specify the span margin expo. But when you sell, when I change this -1, now you see it is giving me everything. So this is the overall margin it is required. LTP is 2000. Span is 75,000. No, this is 7 lakh 50,000. And this is 1 lakh and total 8 lakh 50,000 you need. The same you see here. If I click on sell, 8,54,000, the same number you're getting here. Okay. So usually when you sell, you need more margin. If you buy, you don't need much margin. Okay. Now let's say I want to sell this option, and similarly, I want to sell a put also. This is call. I'll copy, I'll paste it here, and I'll change this to PE. Okay. And I'll uncomment this code also. This will be put option, quantity will be 1, and rest all the things will be same. So if you want to sell a call and a put both, how much margin is required? So you see, you only need 7 lakh. So for individual, you'll see, this is for call. Call you need 15. No, wait. Total is this. This is, so this is I think for call. This is for put. So for first, you need 15 lakh. The second you need like 7 lakh, and total you need 7,50,000. Okay. So this is how you
I
can do it. Yeah.
So I think so. They are saying that the total is 15 lakh. For call, you require 7 lakh 50,000, and put you require 7 lakh 50,000. 7 lakh
Yes.
5.
Yes. I think you're right. Yeah. Total you need 15. For call it is this, and for put it is this. Okay. So you can do this for, I think Bank Nifty might also work. Let me try. Okay. Space this. Comment this. I'll change this to okay, quantity should be 15. Side should be -1. This I'll change this to -1. I'll uncomment this. And this will be -1. This will be 15. Okay. So if you want to place a straddle, so how much margin is required? Let's see. So both of them are -1, -1. I'm not sure if I'll get the data because the market is close. So I am getting the data. You can see if you want to place, you want around 93,000. For this is the total for call and put. This is like I think 1,11,000. This is 1,11,000, 1,10,000. For a straddle, you need 93,000. Now inside the margin, there are two more things. One is span margin, one is exposure margin, and there is total. Acha, wait, no, total is this. It is 1,20,000, 28,000. So you can research about it. What is the span margin? What is exposure margin? Okay, this is for individual leg. This is the total for both the leg combined. So this information also you can use if you're designing the option strategy. Okay, so I guess that's it for today. We'll meet again next week. In that, I'll talk about WebSockets. Now, WebSockets usually work in the live market. So we'll use the MCX market. We might not get the data that frequently, but I would be able to show you the code and show you the delayed WebSocket of the MCX market.